So is Kim Kardashian really going broke?
And I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with.
Once again, Kanye West is exposing Kim Kardashian, and this time he is calling her out for leading an untrue life on the internet despite her massive debt. You guys won't believe how much Kim actually owes. Oh no, does this imply that her claims to be a billionaire are false? Rumor has it that Kim Kardashian is about to be broke, so it appears that she may have just been lying to us all about how much money she has. Furthermore, Kanye West has seemingly validated the rumors. Nothing makes Kim and her sisters happier than to flaunt their expensive homes, automobiles, and other possessions on social media. In this instance, though, it's evident that all that glitters isn't gold because Kim supposedly owes an absurd amount of money. When it comes to money, Kim has always been a little sketchy. She will do whatever it takes to get her hands on it, even if it means stealing or being connected to a known money launderer. Before Kim gained notoriety, she was singer Brandy's personal assistant in a covered capacity. However, Kim betrayed Brandy by stealing from her. Kim was the closet assistant, so she could make a one-time purchase with Brandy's credit card, and Brandy's mother was in charge of the automobile. But once Kim left Brandy's employment, she used the access, together with Rob and Chloe, to steal $120,000 from Brandy's mother. This indicates that Kim waited to commit the theft until she thought enough time had passed. Thus, she kept the credit card information for years. To make matters worse, though, they made an attempt to be cunning and conceal the paper trail by employing the stolen funds, Dash and Smooch, in their stores rather than using them directly. Since Brandy purchases a lot of clothing, they reasoned that it would be more difficult to track down. So they utilized the stolen money to make it appear like real revenue from their clothing stores in order to avoid suspicion. But because the transactions were not approved, they were exposed. First, because of her relationship with Ray J and Brandy, Brandy's mother gave Kim a chance to return the money without going to court. However, she chose to sue them after more than a year of not repaying the money. However, Brandy and Ray J eventually persuaded their mother to drop the case and settle the dispute out of court. Ray J claims that this was the real cause of his breakup with Kim.
As y'all stole all that money from my sister, and the court granted my sister to win, and y'all had to pay my sister back, $700,000, something like that. Y'all stole like $850,000 from my sister. This on my kids. Y'all got caught. Y'all was guilty. You had to pay my sister back. Kim like, man, keep my name out of it, Ray. I'm like, I don't ever want to talk to you again.
Kim was connected to a money laundering plan, so it wasn't the only time she engaged in financial mischief. She has been accused of aiding in the money laundering of an Asian guy, Joe Low, who was her sugar daddy before she became well-known. Insiders say that Kim went to casinos and gaming establishments with Joe Low on a regular basis. She even goes so far as to say that in 2009, she flew back to Los Angeles with a garbage bag stuffed with $250,000 that he had won from a Las Vegas casino. However, given that Joe Low has been connected to other money laundering schemes, it turns out that this may have been a component of a bigger one. According to the Insider, Mo is wanted by foreign authorities for his involvement in a multi-billion-dollar money laundering conspiracy. He is charged with being the architect of a plot to embezzle $4.5 billion from the Economic Development Fund, one of the state-run entities in Malaysia. The FBI looked into her, but they were unable to find any evidence against her. Thus, she was never charged. However, things became even more bizarre because Kim and her siblings have been acting strangely, which could indicate that their wealth isn't as substantial as they portray it to be, due to allegations that they utilized the California Community Church to evade taxes. Yes, Kard Jenner's mother, Kris Jenner, started the California Community Church in 2009. Additionally, it was officially registered as a nonprofit organization, with membership requirements that include a $1,000 monthly dues payment and a 10% yearly revenue donation to the church. Naturally, the Kardashians are among the contributors of the 10%, which results in an annual tax savings of 10%. For someone like Kim, who claims to make roughly $80 million a year, this tax decrease is substantial. It saves $8 million in taxes. The fact that Kris Jenner owns the church raises even more doubts because it implies that the Kardashian sisters are essentially giving their mother 10% of all donations. Kris might therefore be able to return the funds to them, in which case they would have benefited from the tax cut without actually making a donation at all. Indeed, highly dubious. It seems like a very murky situation overall, and it seems quite suspect. However, the story doesn't end there because many details regarding Kim's finances continue to remain unanswered, leading some to believe that she has been enslaving her network and revenue. Hear me out, robbers have holes in their pockets. The Kardashians are no strangers to this kind of shadiness. We all recall how Forbes exposed Kylie for lying about the value of her Kylie Cosmetics brand, which led to her loss of her billionaire title. Although Kim continues to be recognized as a billionaire, many believe that she doesn't behave like one. She was the subject of an SEC investigation last year after she promoted Ethereum Max without disclosing that it was a sponsored advertisement for which she had been compensated. She was fined $1.26 million for participating in a pump and dump scheme, which involved promoting without disclosing that it was an advertisement and was intended to raise the price of Bitcoin before it was sold to investors. Many have noted how strange it is that Kim, a billionaire, would still be promoting advertisements on Instagram, as it is undoubtedly not the behavior of a millionaire. It gives the impression of a millionaire entrepreneur more than an Instagram influencer. And for yet another reason, people believe that she isn't as wealthy as she would have us believe. And Kanye says that folks are correct in that regard. Kim, nevertheless, is unquestionably far from a broke girl. She is far poorer than most people realize, which is why, even during their happy marriage, Kanye was always careful to keep his money apart from hers. He knew he would end up losing a lot of money, so he never wanted to become financially dependent on her. According to a source who talked with People magazine, they essentially maintained separate accounts. West is going to talk about her money and Mai. Additionally, it appears that her financial issues may have become worse after her divorce from Kanye, since she already owes an absurd amount of $48 million. She took out a $48 million mortgage on her $70 million estate a few months ago, and the absurd thing is that she is unable to approach her family for assistance because they are all deeply in debt as well. Kris Jenner, her mother, has a lengthy debt history. The Sun claims that in August 2018, she took out a loan for $7.25 million. But the next month, a new deal for an incredible $40 million loan through the financial firm Crosswind Venture Fund replaced her. Then, according to property data, she borrowed $5.2 million in January 2019 and $5.25 million in June of the same year. Listen, money is being borrowed by all. In the end, Kelly takes out a loan of $7.5 million. The Kardashians owe $132 million, which is absurd, but they have to find a way to pay for their private planes and high-end clothing, don't they? Additionally, their financial concerns are just the most recent in a long line of issues that some are referring to as their flop era. So they may want to quickly step up their game. Oh, and if Kim believes that Kanye would save her, she had best think again. According to insiders, Kanye is entirely preoccupied with Bianca Sensation, his new wife, and has no concern for Kim other than their 4 children. This is ridiculous. Many are arguing in comments that a family's riches is based on frauds, not to mention fabricating documents to appear on rich lists and other such things. More and more people are realizing that nothing, not even a manager, can save them from falling into their well-earned doom. Kanye avoids a great deal of pain because to prenuptial agreements. A wise man hopes they take a serious hit, and because everything is smoke and mirrors and they are broke, she is attempting to get North to work. The Kardashian-Jenner family is made up of some wild and crazy youngsters, but if you think that's weird, wait till you witness the insanity in the upcoming video.